Coming up, in Dorset, the police, fire and ambulance crews are scrambled to the rescue of a woman caught in a head-on collision.
I think we're going to pop that lady in the air.
Yeah, you can take her straight through the side, no problem.
Yeah, okay, cool.
In Glasgow, after collapsing, a seriously ill man has spent a whole day lying on his bedroom floor.
So when did you fall? Did you fall? Yesterday?
Yeah. And in Wales, I fear the worst as a call comes in to say a baby's not breathing.
And this is a red 1 call, which means immediate life-threatening. You just got. Oh, just got to get there.
Over the last few months, I've been privileged to be on the front line of the UK's ambulance services and seen for myself the calm but rapid response every 999 call receives. Today, I'm joining a Bournemouth paramedic for what will turn out to be a team effort from the land and air. Can you tell me what your role within the ambulance service is? Because I spot a couple of pips on your shoulders there.
Sure. I'm one of a team of up to 20 clinical support officers, and we respond to a variety of calls. If it involves a road traffic collision with 2 or more ambulances, if a patient's trapped within a vehicle. Oh, that's a call.
Is that a call?
Yeah.
It will be on our way.
Okay, yeah, I've got an emergency call. I don't know where it is at the moment.
Off we go. A senior member of the South West Ambulance Service, Simon has 12 years service under his belt. We're on our way to a head-on collision in the Verwood area. At the moment it looks like there's potentially 3 patients, but 2 are walking wounded. There is still someone trapped in the car.
Update for you. 2 riders, 1 patient has reduced GCS, query spinal and multiple trauma over.
A reduced GCS, or Glasgow coma scale, means the patient has reduced consciousness.
It sounds quite real, it sounds quite serious, so with that in mind, it's a priority for us to get there.
As paramedic supervisor, it's Simon's job to decide the appropriate level of response from the ambulance service. There's already a paramedic crew at the scene, but if the casualty is seriously injured, they'll need urgent evacuation to the nearest specialist trauma unit. Simon radios control. He wants air ambulance on site.
Just got availability of the aircraft.
Services mobilising now, and also there's an up-top on scene.
When something like this happens, it's a head-on collision, it's an RTC, there's multiple patients, all resources to make sure that these people are all right, get mobilised. So we've got Helimed on the way, there's a doctor on site already, there's an officer there, there's 2 ambulances coming to make sure everyone can get transferred to the hospital. This situation is actually combining absolutely everything that I've done. I know it from every aspect. I really have done the 360 degrees of this job. We're now just a couple of minutes from the accident. I'm imagining that this is going to be quite a scene when we get there with them.
Yeah, let's not go around the corner too quickly.
Yep. As we arrive, we find ambulances and 2 fire engines already there. A car and a van have been in a head-on collision. A female passenger is trapped in the wreckage and complaining of severe neck pain. Simon needs an urgent update on her condition from Officer Steve, who was first on scene.
Right. Yeah, well, we've got 2 vehicles head-on. We've got lady in this vehicle, which we're concerned about. Back, shoulder pain, reduced conscious level when I got here. And she'd lost eyesight and she was slurring.
Amazingly, the casualty's husband, who was driving the van, has emerged seemingly unscathed.
No, have you got any pains in your neck or your back?
Simon's concerned he may have suffered whiplash.
You take a breath in, does it hurt at all? Have you got any pain in your neck there at all?
The car driver and her 8-year-old daughter have also walked away from the accident.
Hello.
So at the moment, from what I can see, you've got this quite small car here. The air bags seem to have gone off on this, which I presume is where the two walking rooms have come out of. But there's quite an elderly lady who's in this van here. But you can see from the impact there, that's a proper head-on collision, and it doesn't look like there's airbags in there. Everyone's around. We've got HeliMed, who obviously found a site over here. They're coming into land. So when they're coming down now, from being in there, they're going to take it into here. So they'll be explaining that they're over the trees, making sure all the time when they're coming down that there's no lines, there's nothing there that could impede them. And they'll try and get as close as possible as they can to the incident. And also to the gate to make sure that they can actually get the patient in and out. With the helicopter now on scene, Simon checks on the casualty's condition with the ambulance crew.
Just a quick one, are you concerned at all about this lady? Have you got any big concerns? ABC?
ABC, or airway, breathing and circulation, are the three first things paramedics have to assess in a trauma patient. The casualty's breathing is fine, but her blood pressure is falling. With no obvious blood loss, Simon's concerned it could be a sign of internal bleeding, and there's still the possibility of serious spinal or neck damage. The fire crews are working hard to cut her out of the vehicle, but progress has to be painstakingly slow. Burwood Fire Station Incident Commander Dave gives Simon an update.
I just got a heads up from my guy. I think we're going to pop that lady in the air.
Yeah, the loss of consciousness, but medical entrapment at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
We're just going to take it easy. So what we're going to do is we're going to flap this whole roof section back.
Yep.
We can take her straight through the side, no problem.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's the husband. I'll have a chat with him in a minute.
To get this lady out, the fire service are cutting away, but I think when it comes to being a van, it's not as easy as taking the top off a car, and also to actually cut through all the special safety joints. It makes it incredibly difficult. So they've managed to get the roof off now, and the roof's coming off, which gives better access to our patient there. With the roof off, Simon gives the all clear for the helicopter paramedics to take over from the ambulance crew. They're working with a fire service to get the female passenger out of the vehicle. Any sudden movements and they could cause irreparable damage to her spine or neck.
I think what I'd like to do is take her out on a longboard, lie her flat on her side, slide her out on the longboard, and then roll onto that one.
It takes quite a few people to come out because the neck's got to be protected because of the size of the impact. You've got to make sure that there is no neck injuries and make sure that the spine is protected at all times. There's so many people having to work together there. There's, what, 10, 12 people. The casualty is finally clear of the vehicle. On her side.
Yeah, the problem the crew have had, which sometimes we have with industrial vehicles, even though this is a van, is the seats have been proved a bit of a problem to cut back, and as she's getting cold and she's got low blood pressure, it was deemed that the best way to bring her out head first was just on her side.
Right.
But with anything like this with quite a severe impact, you've got to assess and constantly reassess to avoid missing any internal injuries that are obvious. So once they get her in the aircraft where it's a bit warmer, they'll start to get down to skin level and they'll be able to look at any bruising that's developing that could give you telltale signs that she's maybe got some bleeding.
The fire crew stretcher the casualty straight to the waiting helicopter.
Back we come.
Once again, I'm amazed at the quiet professionalism of the emergency services. There seems to be a real cohesion between workforces. You know, you've got the police, the paramedics and the fire service.
Yeah, that's about working in a disciplined team. I'll speak to the lead paramedic, understand what he wants from us. We'll action what the paramedics want. Immediate access, right, we'll move the door, we do that. We come back to them, what do you want next? And that's how it works.
Is it true that you probably cut more people out of cars than house fires? That
We
you go to?
probably have house fires once or twice a year, RTCs every month for us.
Unbelievable, innit?
I chat to the mother and daughter from the car who amazingly have no known injuries.
Now, from looking at the impact on that car, I find it really hard to believe that you were driving it. I mean, it's such a surprise that you've managed to walk away from that.
Me too.
And this is your daughter.
Yeah,
were you in the front seat, or were you in the back? You was in the front. It must have been a real shock for you.
Daughter, you couldn't open the door, could you? So she had to come out on my side. So it was it was horrible, really horrible.
For Simon and the rest of the emergency services, today has been a textbook operation.
2 or 3 people were out of the vehicles, didn't have any significant injuries, despite what was quite a hard impact.
Yeah, I mean, it's
we saw the
amazing.
damage on both the vehicles, nose to nose. It was quite a hard impact. However, the one lady that we did identify still in the van may have been knocked out or had some sort of collapse. She also had neck pain and she had very low blood pressure, and they couldn't find a reason for that. So they checked her chest, they checked her tummy and all her limbs. So she was the main concern. Where we are, the distance to anywhere is vast. So the quickest way to move her to a hospital was by air.
The Casualty has been flown straight to Southampton Hospital, where specialist doctors can establish the extent of her injuries and give her appropriate treatment. Thankfully, she was later allowed home. Coming up, a daughter has found her father desperately ill, collapsed on his bedroom floor.
Fell out the bed and been sick.
Did you fall out of the bed, Ian?
And Glasgow paramedic Mari tries to reach an elderly woman who's pressed her panic alarm.
Annie, can you open the door?
With a population of over 500,000, Glasgow is easily Scotland's biggest city. At any one time, there are around 30 ambulances and 5 rapid response units all out on call. And the Scottish Ambulance Service work around the clock to cover the length and breadth of the city. Paramedic Mari has worked alone on a rapid response vehicle for 6 years.
I think it's a great job. It's different every day. You meet a wide variety of people. You also get to see things that other people never get to see. You can literally be the first person to touch a newborn baby and to see a newborn baby's face. And you can also be the last person ever to touch someone. That's quite a privileged position to be in.
Hi Mary, it's just to let you know what you're going for, please. Silent caller from a call box. We don't know what's happening there. Possible call.
The Ambulance Control Centre has had a mysterious call from a public phone box in which the caller gave no details of what their problem is. It may or may not be a medical emergency, but ignoring it is not an option.
So it could well be a hoax call, or it could be somebody who has managed to phone 999 and then they've collapsed. It's important that we go and check it out and just make sure that nobody does require help. This is it. This is the phone box. As you can see, the phone's off the hook. I would imagine that they're well gone. What we'll do is mark it as a hoax call. It's a common problem during school holidays where children seem to think that it's really, really funny to phone 999 and then either hang up or to leave the phone hanging. They clearly don't understand, or you hope that they don't understand that the ramifications for that can be huge. It could be a member of their family that requires the ambulance and can't get it. And that's a horrible thought.
Mari's next call comes with more information. A young man has collapsed in the street and it's likely that he's been drinking heavily. Recent figures show that in certain parts of Glasgow, the average number of alcohol-related deaths is nearly 6 times the rate in the rest of the UK. So Mari is well used to working with patients who've had too much to drink.
We would attend every sort of alcohol-related call from people who are suicidal because they don't like the fact that they're alcoholic, right down to 13 or 14-year-olds to people who are assaulted. It's massive.
The patient is on his own, sprawled on the pavement and seemingly unable to get up. Although he's clearly drunk, Mari still needs to check if he has any other medical problems as well.
What's going on with you? You thought your heart had stopped? All right, well, the good news is that's not happened. Because you're sitting up and talking to me, and if your heart stops, you don't sit up and talk to me.
I know.
You're really not making any sense, pal.
The man is upset, but can't be specific about why he called for help.
I just want you to help me.
But you're not telling me what you want me to do for you. You been drinking?
No.
Do you drink every day?
For the last 12 years.
So what do you want me to do for you tonight?
Keep my teeth okay.
Well, that's not going to happen tonight. You know that they won't treat you when you're drinking.
Mari doesn't want to leave the man alone on the street on a cold winter night, but as he's got no obvious injuries, she can't take him to the nearest A&E, and her only other option is to call for police backup.
The gentleman sitting on the side of the road, he says that there's nothing wrong with him other than he wants to be admitted to rehab for alcohol detox. I'm not sure whether the police might be a better option. I don't overly want to suggest that to him because I don't want him kicking off at me.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I'll contact the police if that's what you're going with.
Yeah, could you do that for me? That'd be great. You want me to leave?
No.
All right.
I love you.
You really don't. You don't know me.
What is that?
That's a police car.
What's that?
Mari's patient qualifies as drunk and incapable and can spend the night sobering up in police cells.
You need to sleep off your drunken state in a cell.
Drunken state?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were drunk. No, it's my mistake then.
Take me. You're got me.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
No bother.
See you later. Bye-bye. He's been taken to a place of safety, which is the police station, and he'll be kept an eye on and released once he's sober enough to look after himself.
Right.
He's just lonely and feels sorry for himself and basically just wanted someone to talk to.
Thankfully, in the daytime in Glasgow, there are fewer alcohol-related calls. But there's no let-up. Drug abuse, alcohol addiction, smoking and obesity rates are among the highest in the UK, and all of these put huge pressures on the Scottish Ambulance Service. I'm starting on an afternoon shift with 2 long-serving paramedics. Sally has been in the Scottish Ambulance Service for 16 years. Kirsten has 15 years' experience. Our first call has already come in and we're sent to an address in the northeastern district of the city.
What call are we going to?
A 79-year-old male who has fallen. We've got no injury details or anything.
The man could have suffered a heart attack or stroke.
I take it is the one with the open door.
Paramedic Sally heads straight for the bedroom and finds the elderly man still sprawled on the floor next to his bed. He's barely conscious, and the experienced crew quickly assess the situation.
What's his name?
Ian.
Ian?
He fell out the bed when he's been sick.
Goodness me. So did you find him here?
Yeah.
Are you related?
I'm his daughter.
Are you daughter? So is your dad?
The lady out of the bed. Yeah.
Ian's worried daughter Elaine was paying her dad a routine visit when she found him. Unable to lift him onto the bed, she called 999 straight away.
Ian, can we roll you over onto your back?
Oh, yeah, be careful.
We will be careful, my man.
We're told Ian had a major heart attack 6 years ago and spent 10 weeks in hospital recovering. The paramedics think he may have suffered a second heart attack, and his cries of pain could signal internal damage. Any delay in treatment could lower his chances of making a recovery.
Can we set you up? Do you bend your knees for us? That's it. Right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Right, shuffle back the way.
The worry is just how long Ian lay semi-conscious before his daughter found him.
So when did you fall? Did you fall?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
This means it could be 24 hours or more since Ian's suspected second heart attack. An ECG test confirms irregular heart activity.
Listen, you're going to have to come up to the hospital for a checkup. Ian. Okay?
This is your chariot.
That's your chariot.
Okay.
That's me and Kirsten, they're the horses.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Ian's daughter will make her way to the hospital by car.
Okay? Right, that's you.
We take Ian to the A&E department of the Glasgow Royal Infirmary, where doctors will take over his care. Sadly, Ian never returned home from hospital. Tests confirmed he'd suffered another heart attack, this time severe. His liver and kidneys were damaged by the heart attack trauma, and 10 weeks later, he died. Even once I'm back home, this stays in my mind. It's made me really sad that Ian didn't make it. The paramedics can only do a certain amount, and you kind of think if you can get them into hospital with a pulse, breathing, then you know you've done a good job. But unfortunately, that isn't the end of everybody's stories, and they don't always make a recovery. Coming up, worried office workers make an emergency call saying one of their colleagues has suffered a stroke.
Time is the main one to get to these patients, is to make sure that they get the best possible treatment as soon as possible.
And after a panic alarm's pressed, paramedic Mari is sent to a familiar patient.
I was called recently to discover a river of blood running out of her door.
The Welsh Ambulance Service covers 8,000 square miles of predominantly rural countryside. As well as larger ambulances, the service runs 106 lightweight rapid response vehicles. They're often first on the scene of an emergency. Today, paramedic Kelvin is on shift in one of these RRVs. It's a job he's been doing with the Welsh Ambulance Service for 11 years.
Best job I've ever had. It doesn't suit everybody. They take it home with them, and that's the worst possible thing you can do in this job, is take the job home with you. Never ever take it home with you.
An emergency call has just come in.
Female had a stroke.
A stroke occurs when the blood supply to part of the brain is cut off, leading to possible brain damage or a heart attack. If Kelvin suspects this, he will need to get the patient to hospital as fast as he can.
Time is the main one to get to these patients, is to make sure that they get the best possible treatment as soon as possible.
The patient works in an office on an industrial estate, and a colleague quickly updates Kelvin.
My wife was just talking to her.
Yeah.
Her face has dropped, she's talking funny. She says she's fine, but she's not.
As Kelvin makes his way into the office, a support ambulance arrives.
Wait, inside, yeah? What's happened?
Nothing at all, I know.
How you feel? Do you feel okay?
I feel absolutely fine, really.
Right, what's your first name?
Jenny.
Right, Jenny. Obviously, they've been a little bit concerned about you for whatever reason.
But Jenny's colleagues were right to worry. Office manager Jodie was chatting with Jenny about where to go on holiday when she noticed Jenny was slurring her words.
And I look up and she's talking a whole load of gibberish. I said, "You all right?" But it was all thick and it...
Yeah. Right, Jenny, what I need to do a few little tests on you, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah?
Kelvin uses the well-publicised Act Fast tick list to spot any telltale signs of a stroke. Face. Has her face fallen on one side? Can she smile?
Okay, can you give me a nice big smile? Show me your teeth.
Arms. Can she raise them both and keep them
You
there?
close your eyes for me. I need to bring your arms out in front of you. Bring your arms out right up high and just hold them there for me a sec. That's fantastic.
And speech. Is it slurred?
And what I need you to say for me is the rain in Spain lies mainly on the plane.
The rain in Spain lies mainly on the plane.
Fantastic.
The T stands for time. Jenny's colleagues rightly dialed 999.
You don't have a facial droop for no reason and start talking gibberish, not unless you're drunk like I am on most nights. You girls haven't been drinking in here this afternoon, have you?
No such luck.
Jenny seems to have recovered, but Kelvin suspects she's had a TIA, transient ischemic attack or mini-stroke. It's caused by a temporary fall in blood supply to the brain, a small blockage starving it of oxygen. Kelvin takes Jenny's blood pressure.
Sorry about all this fuss, boobs, I really am.
No, you're not.
I am, honestly, I am.
Jenny's blood pressure is unstable, which signals a clot may have formed.
It's gone from one end right to the other, which makes it all the more reason why you've got to go in and get it checked.
It's my husband.
Hello.
Jenny gave her husband Gerald the fright of his life. He's rushed in from home to be at her side.
Yeah, she's fine.
So she's had a little turn, but she seems a bit better now, so we'll get her checked out.
It's the worst drive I've ever had coming
down there.
She thought she was fine when it was actually happening.
But her speech has come back.
Yeah, okay.
Now.
Right, you got your carriage?
The mood has lightened, but Jenny needs to go to hospital. A TIA is sometimes a warning that you're likely to have a stroke in the future, and she may need medication to help prevent this. But Jenny seems to be more concerned about her work's lottery syndicate.
It's the lucky numbers, are they?
Well, they haven't been very lucky yet, no.
No offence, darling, but we would like to get you on the chair and get you off as soon as possible.
But this is more important.
You're in serious trouble, you are.
Weighing as well? Just walk.
No.
Finally, Kelvin manages to get Jenny out of the office and into the waiting ambulance.
I think her colleagues were fantastic. I mean, they identified it immediately. They didn't leave it to see if she recovered. They went on the phone and dialed 999 straight away, which is fantastic. I mean, I've been to cases in the past where people have left it for quite some time thinking, oh, it'll get better, don't worry about it. And then by that time, it's too late.
Jenny will be taken to the Landock Hospital for further tests. Hospital scans confirm Jenny had suffered a mini-stroke. She's been ordered to take a month off work and is on blood-thinning medication, but recovering well. She may not have won the lottery, but Jenny counts herself lucky her quick-thinking colleagues dialed 999.
Ambulance service, the full address of the emergency, please. Exactly what's happened.
How far did she fall?
Is she breathing at the moment?
And is she still on the floor?
400 miles away in Scotland, Ambulance Control have received a call out to an elderly woman who's pressed her community alarm to signal she needs urgent medical help.
Stay in the line, the ambulance has been arranged.
With no other information, the call is treated as an emergency, and paramedic Mari is sent to the ladies' home in Glasgow's East End. And in her rapid response vehicle, she speeds through the city streets.
We are at a sheltered housing complex for a wee lady who's pulled her community alarm and has shouted that she needs an ambulance. There's no other information.
Mari knows exactly where she's going. It's not the first time she's been called out to the elderly patient, Annie, and her previous visit was a memorable one.
I was called recently to Annie's house to discover a river of blood running out of her door. We forced entry to discover that there was nobody in the house. Her leg ulcer had burst and she had been taken to hospital by another crew, but unfortunately that hadn't been passed on to the warden, who quite rightly panicked when they saw the blood.
This time there's no blood, but there's no answer at 79-year-old Annie's door either.
Annie, can you open the door?
Experienced Mari knows not to panic.
come and open the door for me, pet? It's the ambulance.
Annie is alive and conscious, but it's a struggle for her to get to the door.
You're all right, sweetheart. Just take your time. There we go. Hello? It's the ambulance.
Sorry?
It's the ambulance. Did you phone? And you come. You come in. Right, what's happening with you, pet?
Your pains in my chest.
Yep. And how long have you had that?
All day.
All day? Let's get a wee look at what's going on with you. Have you got a cough?
Yeah.
Annie is on medication for a severe chest infection, and Mari wants to assess if it's her existing condition or a new heart problem that's causing the pain.
What we'll do is we'll pop a wee bit of oxygen on you.
Oxygen can help reduce stress on a patient's heart. Next, Mari does an ECG test. It reveals an irregularity in Annie's heart rate.
Have you ever been told that you've got an irregular heartbeat?
Yeah.
Is it normally your breathing that you go to hospital for?
Is it my non-breathing?
Your non-breathing, that's a brilliant way of describing it, isn't it?
Mari decides Annie needs to be readmitted to hospital.
They might send you some good-looking men, what do you think? To take you up to the hospital.
While they wait for an ambulance, Mari keeps Annie's spirits up by chatting about her last visit.
How's your leg? Your ulcer? I'm glad that's not burst tonight, because the last time it bled it was quite impressive. I came to your house later on that day and the blood was running out the door.
That's right.
I'm really sorry about your door, it was me that broke it.
Was it?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Told you they'd send you to a good-looking man. This is Annie. She's basically got difficulty breathing. She's being treated just now for a chest infection. She's also got, see that ulcer there? That's the one that caused all the problem the last time.
All right.
And literally it was like a butcher's shop in here. I don't think I've seen that much blood in a long time.
Before she leaves, Mari removes Annie's community alarm.
This one, I'm going to take it off, but I'm going to press it again to tell them that we're taking you to hospital and nobody puts your door in.
Don't go on about that, I'll kick your face in.
We'll pay you.
No, the door.
Please. We'll pay you lots of money.
Annie, I thought we
That's
were
your keys.
friends. She's literally just...
Annie's been taken to Glasgow's Royal Infirmary Hospital to undergo further tests.
She does need to go to hospital to have her chest checked and also to make sure that the heart rate and the heart rhythm that she's got tonight is an old thing and not a new thing. She's on quite a lot of medication that would suggest that that's her normal heart rhythm, but it's best to have it checked.
Annie's chest pains were monitored in hospital and she was kept in for treatment to improve her breathing. She's now back home. My next shift, the Welsh capital, Cardiff. The time, 5 p.m. I'm off to rendezvous at the city's Blackweir station with paramedics Jeff and Rob. Jeff has been with the Welsh Ambulance Service for 25 years. And technician Rob served with them for 18 years. It's an unnerving start.
We're going to an 11-month-old baby, and this is a red 1 call, which is the absolute most serious, means immediate life-threatening. And a baby who's holding his breath and turning blue. Now, whether he's holding his breath on purpose or whether it's a case of stopping breathing, we don't know. But there is a rapid response vehicle that has got there. Is there any kind of update?
I've just asked for one now, and they haven't received an update yet. It's still a case of wait and see, I'm afraid.
We're just going to have to wait and see what we find when we get there. We've just got to get there.
Arriving at the house, the tension nearly gets the better of me. Nobody's come out to greet us, and I brace myself. Coming up, we head through an open door to discover what's happened to our 11-month-old patient.
Hello?
I'm on an ambulance emergency call out with paramedics Jeff and Rob in Cardiff. A baby has stopped breathing and turned blue. I can't help but fear the worst. There's been no update from the rapid response unit already on scene, and their silence could mean bad news.
Hello?
Thankfully, we are greeted with the relieving sight of a fully conscious 11-month-old baby, Sam, sitting happily on his mother Marley's lap.
Hello, who's this little fella?
This is Sam.
How handsome are you?
But less than half an hour ago, the mood in this house was very different.
His daddy had him in his arms and he was just holding his breath and holding his breath and holding his breath and his eyes were rolling, and we think that he's managed to knock himself out.
He passed out by holding
but he's come round now.
Rapid response paramedic Gio was first to the scene.
When I arrived, he was alert and conscious, but all he remembers now was all this fuss.
Who are all these people? Yeah.
It's fine for an 11-month-old. He's behaving like one. Yeah. His breathing is fine.
Is that like a little crying stuff and then he's held his breath and
he knocked himself out.
Right, okay.
Basically, at that age, they don't understand what they're doing.
Right.
Seeing a baby hold his breath till they fall unconscious must be terrifying. But when they pass out, they automatically start breathing again. It's very common and not dangerous.
Yeah, but I just let you run just in case things were... Right. And then you had to take him to hospital.
To free us up, Gio's got hold of a local GP.
I spoke to the doctor. He's quite happy to take a discharge of care.
Oh, brilliant.
All I can advise you is if there's anything further or called out of hours, so just call us. I'm sure he will be all right.
In Scotland's biggest city, Glasgow, paramedics Craig and Chris are on their way to the scene of a reported traffic collision. The majority of road accidents reported to the police occur in built-up areas and on roads with a speed limit of 30 miles per hour or under. So like any other city medics, Craig and Chris are used to dealing with the aftermath of car crashes.
Yeah, we've been tasked to a two-car road accident in a fairly quiet residential area. It's on a main road, but it's in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, so I'm hoping it's not going to be anything too serious.
At the scene, they find paramedic George, who's already arrived in a rapid response car. He's treating the only casualty of the crash, Debbie, in the back seat.
George, how's it going?
This is Debbie.
Okay.
RCC.
Well, where was she sitting? Passenger? Driver of this car. Okay. We'll just take you into the ambulance now. We'll sit down. We'll get a better look at your leg, and then we'll decide what we're going to do for there. Okay? Right. Just hold on to the door. There you go. Stay behind you. Yeah, we'll get in there and get into the warrant.
Even a collision at a relatively low speed can cause quite a jolt, especially if, like Debbie, you're not expecting it.
What about your knee or anything? You've not hit your knee off the dashboard or anything? So it kind of twisted it a wee bit? Right, no bother. Yeah, I'm just going to pop your shoe off and have a look at your leg, okay? Tell me if anything I do hurts, okay? Just let me know. You know, tie your shoelaces. Move your feet around. Push your toes against me. Does that hurt you when you do that? It does. Okie doke. Is it sort of touch?
Just feels a bit tight.
The muscle? Okie doke. Over across the top of your bone. Is that all right? You feel me touching your toes? Yeah. You're quite shaky. Obviously, you get a fright and you're freezing cold. It doesn't help matters much.
Craig is hopeful that it's just the shock of the accident that's had a lasting impact on Debbie.
We've had a look at Debbie's leg. She's no tenderness over her bone. What we want to see is whether she's able to walk on it, and if that's the case, then she can self-manage the treatment of it. If she's not going to be able to weight bear, then it's going to have to be a trip to the hospital. But we'll see what we can do, okay? Don't be a martyr. If it hurts, it hurts. So let's see what it is. Swing your feet.
Her foot may be sore, but Craig doesn't feel that Debbie's discomfort warrants a visit to the emergency department.
As you normally would. How does it feel? Right, sit yourself down again. Right. What do you want to do with it? As I say, it's not anything that they're going to X-ray in the hospital. There's no, from the movement you've got, there's no risk at all of any real bone damage. They say the pain's all at the back and in the muscle.
For Debbie's mum, Carol, and paramedic George, this whole scene is a case of déjà vu.
There's a history. I was involved with mum across the road for an RTC as well.
Oh, right.
So mum's well versed in...
There's nothing about the female drivers of your family or anything like that?
It was somebody walked in front of patient's mum.
Was yours just last week? All right.
Yeah.
It is next week. Please take turns.
Oh no, please no. I don't know.
The funny thing is, the lady who walked in front of her, I knew her. As in, like, I've been for her before, about a month previously, COPD.
You're a jinx. That's what it is.
The family will brave the road once more so that Debbie can be driven home to rest up. She'll take ibuprofen to reduce any possible swelling.
So she's going to manage it herself for the time being, but she has the advice that if things don't get better, she can always seek further help if necessary.
In Wales, I'm back on shift, but this time I'll be taken to the air with the charity-funded Wales Air Ambulance. With a large portion of the Welsh rural community living far from a major hospital, their role is a vital one. Their helicopters can be launched within 3 minutes, and they can be anywhere in Wales within 20 minutes. As I rendezvous with its Swansea-based crew, a call comes in for us to attend an emergency at a primary school.
We've lifted from Fairwood and we'll be arriving at scene in Port Talbot in about 3 minutes. Over.
Female looks like angulated fracture.
And when you say angulated, it's going to be set off at a deformity. Ooh. So she's got a deformity.
A paramedic for 11 years, Chris has been with the air ambulance for 1 year. He's partnered by Ross, a paramedic for 14 years, 11 spent on the helicopters. Flying us is former Army pilot Grant, who's been with the service for 3 years. We're at the school within minutes, and my shoulder camera captures the action as we are led through the school's busy canteen. The woman who's fallen over, Lynn, works as a dinner lady.
And have a look at your knee, okay? Put this on, sit your knee and no other aches or pains, you didn't put it in there. You try moving or getting up at all?
And we should shake my legs. So what actually happened? It was spaghetti hoops, and the hoops spinned on the floor, and I slipped on the spaghetti.
Oh no! We're going to get a little chair then, okay? And we'll try and sit you up. Come on here. Have a good day, ladies.
Lynn's concerned husband Doug has rushed from work to be at his wife's side.
And you were at work and you found out that Liz gone over. I bet that was quite rude getting that.
After checking carefully over Lynn's ankle, Chris can't see any sign of an obvious break. He's hopeful she may have only twisted it.
We're see if you can stand.
A twisted ankle can be extremely painful at first and often mistaken for a more serious injury.
Right, take a little step towards. You've had a nasty slip, haven't you? Just want to make sure.
The fact that Lynn can walk is a good sign.
You didn't tell me that. Kids aren't watching. You never know.
She won't need to come with us in the helicopter. But to be on the safe side, Chris suggests that husband Doug drives her to the local minor injuries unit for another examination. Our visit has made the school kids excitable. While the team ready the helicopter for takeoff, I volunteer to keep them amused.
Hi. Good afternoon, everybody. We've come here today because one of your dinner ladies had a little accident with some spaghetti hoops. Luckily, everything is absolutely fine and she's going to be much, much better. This here is a little helicopter bear. Now usually the only people who get to have these bears are children who go into the helicopter. But today we're going to present this bear to you to just say thank you very much for being so well behaved and for being so lovely. Is that okay? Yeah! All right then, enjoy the rest of your day and thank you very much. I'll hand this to your head teacher.